Okay, welcome everyone. I hope that it's recording itself. Let me look. Yeah, it is recording itself. Should be able to see everything right now. And as usual, we are going to start with this week messages from the universe, from your guides. And this week we are getting a little more of the messages. First, we're going to start with this deck. This is the Unknown Archetypes deck. This is helping us not only with the shadow working, but also to find out something what we need to know. And as this video is actually published on Monday, we're going to go with the energy of the moon, which is connected to the feminine side, the secrets we're holding, the energy we are actually ignoring, the emotions and everything like that. So we're going to go with the two decks. This will be the first to see which archetype of yourself is actually important for you to work on, and then we're going to go with the second deck to bring some sort of clarity and messages from the universe for you. And as usual, we are going to place it on the three parts, and you're going to choose one of the groups to actually see and get the message which is going to help you. So first is the Unknown Archetypes. I'm going to split it into 3. 1, 2, and 3. These are the archetypes for you. And let's see the second deck. Just give me a second. Just going to go with setting a little timer because my phone is recording and it can only record a specific amount of time, so I don't want to publish again 5 videos for the same topic. So we're going to go with this one. And the second deck is Beyond Lemuria. This is going to bring us some clarity and messages in general. So we're going to go with this one. And getting the messages from the universe for everyone in this group. So we're getting 1, 2, and 3. They are very simple ones. And to help you choosing the groups, this is the Obsidian, this is the Amethyst, and let's get the other one. Whoa, that is breaking. But I am going to go with the clean quartz, which are just few drops of it. So depending on which stone you are choosing, this is the message for you. And we're going to start with the Amethyst first as the first group. So the first group, we're getting the Siren and the higher heart chakra. So if you had chosen this archetype, it means that you're actually in need to connect with the feminine side of the water, which is actually connected also to the moon, because moon is connected to the water. This is water, water energy, water element, the same as the siren. But you need to remember that there's a difference between a siren and a mermaid. Mermaid is more soft, easy, and friendly. The sirens were supposed to actually eat humans, and they are very unfriendly, but they are also to be seen as very sexual beings. So if you are actually working with this aspect of the siren, you are called into some sort of an energy which is dark, watery, creative, sexual, and you're supposed to actually face this side of yourself. You're probably ignoring this side, you don't want to face it, and this archetype is calling to you. So connect with the water element, the creative energy of the water, the energy which is not coming from the aspect of the mother, but coming from the woman. She's not the mother yet, she's just enjoying herself, she's playing, she is beautiful, she is voicing herself out, and she's doing whatever she feels is right for her. So this is exactly what the siren is calling about here. And the second card, this is the higher heart chakra, ecstatic bliss. And with this card, you are actually being called into some sort of an working on your emotions. But the higher heart chakra is simply bringing not only the bliss and happiness, but it's also bringing the energy of the heart in general, the way you are connecting with the other people, the way you are showing your emotions, the way you are feeling about yourself and about the others. And this chakra is placed a little between heart chakra, the usual heart chakra we're actually thinking about, which is the middle of your chest, and between the throat chakra. This is the heart chakra in general is created from 7 chakras. So this one is actually the highest one, which is just nearby the throat chakra. And because of that, you are simply called out in working with that emotions, working with expressing yourself, and showing how you are actually seeing yourself and the others. This is what is to be called in this chakra. But I am also going to read the message from this card in general. This card taps into blissful oneness as we feel as we drop away our edges and protective containers. This is the place where we feel held and seen enough to flow into oneness, where the eternal part of me meets the eternal parts of you. This is the selfless state where our higher selves commune for illuminating perspective on how we share gift and the life with others in our joyful overflow. Consider your life purpose by exploring what allows you to give in joy, the ways you can bring joy to yourself and the others. So this is exactly what you're supposed to do. You're not only finding out the energy which is actually sexual, but you are also finding a way to bring the joy for yourself, for the others, and maybe exploring a little bit of your sexual energy in both of them. So that might be actually something very, very important. And that was for the first group. And that was with the amethyst. The second one is with the obsidian, and we have here the seed, and also we have here the full spectrum. So the seed aspect and the archetype is simply showing us the creation. We are focusing on the creation energy, creational one. We are bringing the seeds not only to our wishes but also to whom we are. We cannot ignore the sacred geometry because the seed is also connected with the flower to life. Everything is starting from a little seed and it's spreading all around the universe. The same way the universe was actually existing in a little seed which exploded into more and more and more. So everything in your life is actually slowly growing from something. You need to start. You need to look at these opportunities you have and you need to start working on them and start right now. You will be seeing the results soon, but you need to plant your seed. You need to plant what you want to collect, and that is going to be taken away in the future. So you will see everything working and everything will be fine, but you need to start right now. If you want to have something, now is the perfect time to actually getting into that and working on your foundations. So you're bringing some sort of foundations for yourself and everything what is happening around. And the second card here is the full spectrum. And this card is literally mentioning that we need to see everything from a higher perspective. It's simply calling us into creating a heaven on earth. We are seeing the perfection in nature cycles, going beyond the judgment of good and bad, and trying to actually ignore the duality. This is the raw energy of the nature, the earth, the wisdom, connection to the earth itself, shadow, but also the fertility which brings the shadow and the growth it is calling upon us. So when we are actually focusing on the full spectrum, we are seeing things from the way deeper energy, way higher energy, and we are seeing it not only how we want to see it, but also from the other points of view. So this is exactly what is very, very important in here. And the first spectrum card is literally mentioning that you need to step out of the black and white mentality of the judgment. So whatever you're judging or whoever you're judging, it's very important for you to actually stop it right now, and that is not something which is good and for you and for the others. You never know what exactly happened in the other's life, so you need to actually stop trying to force your energy into judging others. Everyone is choosing what they believe in, and we cannot decide for them. But this card also invites you to honor the full spectrum of life and find a new way of perceiving your situation. When we judge something, we create a story around it. These stories often create limitations. Subconsciously, we gather so many of these stories over a lifetime. To heal our disease and crystallize the new way, we need to create a space of no story where miraculous healing can happen. This space empowers us all, and allow us to know all truth. Embrace the full spectrum of creation in all her colors and the raw, moody, earthbound shadows part of the situation to determine whenever you are actually bad or if the stories you have held onto are limiting your perspective. So this is not only about the others, but also on yourself. You need to actually heal and show this perspective to the others, but also to yourself. And that was the Obsidian card. And now we have the last one with the white quartz. I will place it here, which is coming with Thanatos. Here, Thanatos. And healing. So the aspect of Thanatos is actually connected with the Greek god, because Thanatos is a Greek god. This was the god who was bringing the soul to the Hades when they died. He was not exactly a reaper because he was not taking the soul out of the body. He was already finding the lost soul and actually bringing it back to the place they belong for the judgment. But Thanatos is said to be actually a very sensitive being and a very soft being. And he is actually very, very friendly. And because of that, he's called also in some sort of an changes, not only the death of the ego, because that is something what is also calling upon Thanatos, but he is also called upon to bring some sort of a transformation of the self. And this is exactly what this card is showing, that we are placed literally in the web, as you might see on the card, in the web, and breaking down of this web, which is controlling us, bringing the negativity to us. This web is holding us in place, and Thanatos is helping you to actually break it down, break these blockages holding you, and simply moving forward. And with this card, literally, you're being called into some sort of a transformation, which is going to be hard and harsh for you, but it's going to be okay. You need this transformation, and that transformation is actually happening right now. And then there is a card of healing. And the healing card is literally mentioning that yes, you need a healing, you need to change things, you need to remove the negative energy, you need to remove everything which is not serving you and trying to hold it down. So with the healing, you need to rebalance, and you need to actually help yourself, and probably by helping yourself you will be also helping the others. So you need to look into your chakras, you need to look for your abilities to heal, the vibration you are giving out and the vibration you are supposed to give out, aura, your meridian system, and connect all of that into the light, because light is the healing energy. You might try to heal with the darker energies, but usually we're using the white energy to remove any sort of a negativity which is actually trying to affect us. So you need to extend the margins of your awareness, revisit the situation in the question from a broader perspective or a higher vibration with a focus on healing. This will help you decipher what is a real possible way forward, and whatever the issue is really a problem at all. This card can also signify the universal push that inspires you to explore your healing abilities in whatever way that looks to you. You need to also remember that the colors present on the card, because the card is actually having so many colors, are important. They are showing the chakras, they are showing your energy field, and every color have a meaning. So whatever colors you're attracted to, they are also helping you or denying your healing. So this is also what is very, very important for all of us, and what should be actually done and helping us. But I am going to go ahead with one more thing for all of you, if you are actually following that. I am going to go with trying to get where it is. Okay, one more deck. The Whispers of Healing, because for some reason I feel like this deck is needed to be used today. So I'm going to put 3 more cards here on the same place the other groups were here, and we're going to simply look for them. How we can heal all of that messages. This is the first card, the second, and the third. It is interesting because there are just few cards which are horizontal in this deck, and all 3 are horizontal right now. Okay, the first group, which was with the Amethyst, this is here, and this is negativity. So you are called in actually healing this negativity affecting you. You are called into seeing it, dealing with it, removing it from yourself and from the others. And there is so many things which are affecting you. There can be bonds, other people, and everything negative might be actually affecting you. So try to focus on the negativity, try to heal the negativity surrounding you, and then you can actually be free of all of that. Then we have the second group. This one was with the obsidian, and this is breathe. And this is calling you into water energy. There is so many watery energy in this image, even if the breath is actually connected with the element of the air, because we cannot breathe without the air. But on the same time, you're supposed to actually focus on the breathing, on being free. Breathe the positive energy, breathe the air, connect with the air, cleanse with the water, and become the air itself. You need some air energy and much of it. You might also focus on the way you're breathing, because when you are taking the deep and slow breaths, it's also helping you to calm yourself and bring your energy into more focus and control. So that is exactly why you're called into breathing. So breathe now, take a deep breath, and slowly remove it. And the last one, this is the card named Alternative. So you are literally called here to look at some sort of an alternative ways. This reading was connected with the healing and the energy of the healing, and right now you're called into looking for the alternative ways to actually heal yourself. You might be also felt like you cannot see this alternative way, but you need to look deeper and try to see everything is not how it appears to be. So this alternativity is actually calling you to see it so you can heal yourself easier and better. There is so many ways you can actually getting in your own self-healing. So that will be everything for today. Thank you for joining. I hope this message helped you, and enjoy your time.